If you think your snake plant is just a pretty face that refuses to die, you're in for a revelation. Beneath those tall, sword-like leaves lies one of the most fascinating survival stories in the entire plant world, a story of endurance, healing, and quiet power. The snake plant doesn't just decorate your home, it transforms it in ways few people ever realize. Stick around because what you're about to learn might just change the way you breathe, sleep, and even feel inside your own space. Before it became the go-to houseplant for beginners and busy city dwellers, the snake plant learned to survive in one of the harshest places on Earth, the dry plains of West Africa. Out there, under burning suns and unpredictable rain, it evolved to store every drop of water it could. Its thick, waxy leaves act like living reservoirs, holding onto moisture for weeks while other plants wilt. Its roots dig deep, not for luxury, but for endurance. That's why, even when you forget to water it for a while, it stays tall and graceful, almost as if it's saying, "I've been through worse." This is the first hidden secret of the snake plant. It doesn't just survive neglect, it thrives on balance. It's a living lesson in patience and resilience, a quiet companion that reminds us strength isn't loud or flashy, it's steady and calm. Here's where the snake plant sets itself apart from almost every other houseplant. When night falls, most plants close up shop, they stop photosynthesizing and rest, but not this one. The snake plant works the night shift. Through a process called crassulaceous acid metabolism, or CAM photosynthesis, it breathes in carbon dioxide at night and stores it until morning, releasing oxygen just as you wake. While you're sleeping, it's quietly filtering the air beside your bed, taking in what you exhale and giving back something purer. This is why it's one of the best bedroom plants you can own. It's not just alive, it's working for you in silence. It's not magic, it's smart biology. The snake plant won't flood your room with oxygen, but it will make your air feel lighter and easier to breathe. In a small apartment, that subtle shift can make a world of difference. Without making a sound, your snake plant is performing a complex act of cleansing every single day. Indoor air is full of invisible toxins from furniture, paint, and cleaning sprays, things we can't see but often feel as heaviness in the air. The snake plant quietly absorbs many of these toxins, including benzene, formaldehyde, and xylene, through its leaves and roots. This process was confirmed by NASA's famous clean air study, which explored how houseplants could purify air in sealed environments. So when you walk past your snake plant and take a deep breath, you're not just enjoying greenery, you're inhaling cleaner, fresher air, crafted by one of nature's most resilient engineers. No wires, no filters, just the silent rhythm of nature at work. There's a reason you feel a subtle peace when you enter a room with a thriving snake plant. Its presence brings a kind of invisible comfort that's both physical and emotional. Those upright leaves don't just purify your air, they help soften the energy of the space. People who struggle with indoor stuffiness, dust, or even anxiety often find relief near this plant. It doesn't just clean air, it calms the mind. Studies have shown that simply being around greenery can lower stress levels and slow heart rate. The snake plant takes that a step further. It offers quiet companionship. You don't need to fuss over it, you just need to let it be. And in return, it helps you find your own stillness again. While the snake plant can survive in almost any condition, placement still matters if you want to see it truly thrive. It loves indirect sunlight, that soft, filtered glow near a window or under a skylight. Too much direct sun can scorch its leaves, while too little light can slow its growth. If your home doesn't get much natural light, don't worry. It's one of the few plants that actually adapts to low-light environments gracefully. Just remember this: bright light brings faster growth, while dim corners teach it patience. Place one near your desk or reading nook, and you'll notice the subtle shift it brings. A little more calm, a little less cluttered energy. Even in silence, it's shaping the space around you. What keeps the snake plant alive through weeks of neglect isn't luck. It's It's what happens underground. Beneath the soil, its roots form thick, creeping rhizomes that store nutrients and water like a hidden vault. This underground network is the plant's secret strength. To keep it happy, it needs the right soil, a gritty, well-draining mix of 2 parts cactus soil, 1 part perlite and 1 part coarse sand works perfectly. This balance gives roots the air and space they need to breathe. When you water, do it sparingly. A fully grown snake plant in a medium pot, which is about 8 inches wide, only needs about half a cup of water every 3 to 4 weeks. Always let the soil dry completely before watering again. Too much water drowns its roots and cuts off its silent rhythm of survival. The snake plant is not a fast grower. It doesn't rush toward the light or sprout overnight. Instead, it moves with purpose, steady, deliberate, and graceful. When you see a small new shoot pushing up from the soil, that's the plant's quiet way of saying it's happy. Propagation is a beautiful way to witness this resilience. You can cut a healthy leaf, let it dry for a day, then place it in water. In a few weeks, you'll see new roots forming, a small miracle that shows how life continues even from a single piece. Beyond science, many cultures see the snake plant as a symbol of protection and calm. Its upright leaves resemble swords standing guard, said to shield a home from negativity and bring in clarity and peace. Whether you believe in energy flow or not, it's hard to deny how the plant changes a room's mood. Place it near your entryway and it becomes a quiet guardian. Keep one near your workspace and it subtly organizes your thoughts. Its form is balance made visible, strong, poised, and deeply grounded. When you gently wipe its leaves, it's more than maintenance. It's mindfulness. That small act of care becomes a ritual, a few peaceful moments to reconnect with the natural world. You've probably heard that snake plants produce so much oxygen you could survive in a sealed room with one. Sadly, that's an exaggeration. It helps purify air and release oxygen at night, but it's not a miracle machine. Another myth says it brings bad luck, but in truth, it's been considered a symbol of strength and good fortune across many cultures. The only bad luck this plant brings is to dust and toxins. And while it's famously hardy, thriving on neglect is not entirely true. It doesn't want to be forgotten, it wants balance. Light, air, space, and the occasional drink. Caring for a snake plant isn't just gardening, it's a relationship. Every turn of the pot, every soft wipe of its leaves, every pause to admire its stillness becomes part of a quiet dialogue. It asks for so little yet gives back endlessly cleaner air, calmer energy. A reminder that growth doesn't need to be rushed to be real. So the next time you glance at your snake plant standing tall in the corner, remember, you're looking at more than a houseplant. You're looking at nature's lesson in resilience and peace. If this inspired you to see your green companion in a new light, make sure to subscribe to Crop Corner, share this video with your fellow plant lovers, and keep nurturing your own corner of nature, because sometimes, the biggest transformations start quietly, with one humble plant teaching us how to breathe again.